Hey, it's me, MLB. Here's chapter 23 of Touch. This one's titled Rooftop Shenanigans. Your brain spazzed out, and it was almost as if you had an out-of-body experience watching yourself kiss Hawks from a little way off. His lips left yours for the last time, and your eyelids fluttered open again. He was giving you the sexiest smirk you'd ever seen, and you almost passed out as he held your chin in hand. You opened your mouth to say something to him, and your brain scrambled for the right sentence to say, throwing up the options of thank you, you're welcome, and you're addictive too. As all three options rushed down the brain pipe, they got mashed together and came out as thank welcome, you're an addiction. There was a moment of deafening silence as Hawks continued to stare at you and tried to figure out what the hell you had just said. I broke you, he deadpanned. I finally find the perfect girl, and then I break her the first time I kiss her. No, I'm fine, you stuttered out. Yes, you are fine, he said coyly. You're the finest girl I've ever seen. From that first day you looked up at me with those gorgeous eyes, I knew I wanted you. You were glad that you were sitting down because his smooth, velvety voice was just too much, coupled with the way he was looking at you just now, still holding your chin in hand so he could gaze into your eyes. But right now, you're on the brink of passing out, he said with a chuckle. My feathers are picking up the vibrations of your heart, and you're currently sitting at 200 beats per minute? That's like a flat-out sprint. Don't run for too much longer, baby, he purred as he leaned back in and ghosted his lips over yours. I don't want you to die just yet, he whispered in a husky voice. I haven't had a chance to make you truly mine. Your breathing hitched, and you could feel your consciousness slipping as you hyperventilated. Whoops, said too much, you heard him say with a chuckle as your body went limp. As you lost consciousness, you thought you heard a voice address Hawks, but when you came to next, you were in Hawks's arms, with your head lying on his chest. He was leaning back against a section of the roof a little way back from the edge. You're back, he said in a friendly tone, as he looked down at you with those gorgeous, piercing eyes. You keep making me pass out, you said in a slightly annoyed voice. So embarrassing. Oh, come on, baby. I'm just building up your tolerance, he said with a smirk as he sat up and lifted you slightly, manoeuvring you so that you were straddling his lap. I've already told you I don't like keeping things in, so if I'm feeling it, I'm going to say it, he said with a wink as he rested his hands on your waist. You looked down and saw that you were straddling him, and then looked back up into his half-lidded eyes again as he watched you with that sexy gaze. You all good, chicken? He asked with a small smirk. You just nodded rapidly in response. Then you remembered the question that you wanted to ask him earlier. Hey, before, when we were walking back to my old place, you said as you looked down, a piece of your fringe falling across your eyes. You said some guys there said something about me? You grit your teeth and waited tensely for his answer. Had these people who were staking out your house said stuff that might give you away who your dad was? Did Hawks know your secret now? Hawks reached out and gently tucked your fringe back behind your ear. I didn't say too much, he lied. I couldn't make out some of what they were saying because they were a little too far away and there were buildings and fences in the way. But they just said something about once they got your dad, they could get you. What does that mean, chicken? He asked, tilting his head while running his fingers down your cheek to your chin and lifting your head so he could look you in the eye. Your mouth ran dry as you looked at him. I don't know, you lied in a hoarse whisper. Why do they want me? I'm scared. Hey, he cooed. I'm not going to let anything happen to you, okay? He added with a reassuring smile. You nodded numbly. Somehow, I get this feeling that he heard them say more than he's letting on, you thought. If his feathers can detect my heartbeat, I'm pretty sure that he can hear voices clearly from just around the corner. Anyway, I think we'd better get you home before your mum starts asking where you are. Gotta stay in the mother-in-law's good books, right? He asked with a cheeky chuckle. You leaned forward and kissed him, and he kissed you back. Okay, let's go before I start doing some inappropriate things, he said as he slipped his hand from your waist down to your thighs and squeezed a little while releasing a small growl in his throat, those golden eyes flickering with desire. Your breath caught in your throat and you suffocated silently as your face flushed red. Unable to move, he chuckled and helped you off before standing up and walking to the edge of the building and jumping off. He turned around mid-air and hovered just off from the edge. Run and jump, he said with a carefree smile. What? You screeched. Run and jump to me, baby, he said again with his arms out. I'll catch you, trust me. Trust you? You screeched again. I can't just throw myself off the side of a building. I just did, though. You have wings! And so do you. Once you're in my arms, my wings are your wings, he said with a lopsided smile. Come on, trust me. You debated heavily on what to do, but it looked like it was the only option, so you stepped forward. "That's it," he called. "You're going to have to run to make that distance." But I... "Okay, ready? 3, 2... Hawks, wait! 1, go!" he yelled. You started running, and as you got to the edge of the building, you launched from it, screaming at the top of your lungs. Hawks was in fits of laughter and caught you easily, holding you in a bear hug as you slammed into him. "Oh no, engine failure!" he yelled through his laughter as he fell backwards in midair, the two of you plummeting towards the ground as he tucked his wings in. "Hawks!" you screeched. "Wings! Fly!" "Oh, wings, you're right," he laughed as he flicked them out and shot backwards across the city, back towards your house with you still in a bear hug on top of him. "Hey, look, I'm your magic carpet," he called cheekily. "If you reach behind you, you'll find a magic lamp in my pants that you can rub to get a wish." "What the hell?" you screeched with embarrassment. "Oh, you swear? I didn't know you swore," he laughed. "Tonight's been a good night. I feel like you've opened up to me." "Oh my god, he's actually trying to kill me with embarrassment," you thought. All too soon you were landed just outside your apartment, clothes and hair askew and messy, breathing heavily with a flushed face. "Well, we're back," Hawk said in a jovial tone, like nothing had happened. "Oh man, I don't even know where to start with explaining to Mum what just happened," you thought as you stared at him. And there ends chapter 23. Stay tuned for chapter 24.